Welcome to a brand new episode of Panties In The Mouth. I'm one of your illustrious hosts, Andy Malafarina.
I'm just LeMaire.
I'm Nate. I'm in my head about something right now. I'm sorry, guys.
It's caught up in the horny.
I'm not caught up in the horny. I'm caught up in the lies.
The lies.
The lies.
The
lies
ladies?
No, I'm trying to figure out where the other Paramount theaters are. Someone left a comment that's a bad review of my stand-up.
You go through, you fucking do it. You're looking through the shit to really figure out exactly, like, were you there on that day?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out, or have I been at any of them? I don't think so. And when I'm Google keeps bringing up the one close to us because it's the one close to us, so I can't find out. I'm having a tough time finding out there. Are there other Paramount theaters, Pat? I don't usually let comments get in my head, but when it's a blatant lie about my stand-up, that bothers me.
Yeah.
You sound bummed that I'm starting this way.
A little.
Well, how do you want to start, LeMaire?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you're in a.
I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, you're in a tizzy.
Seattle.
Oh, I was definitely there. All right, well, a review is a review.
All right, well, I guess you were at the fucking show. Okay.
God damn it.
Damn, dude.
That rules.
Yep.
You just had the facts.
Yep. Nah. Be like that sometimes.
Now you have to go behead that guy.
No, if that's how he felt, that's how he felt.
Nah, it's okay. You can't take that shit personally. My favorite one is when I'm doing the streams and someone will come in and they'll just be like, "You're not fucking funny. You're fucking talking too much and this and that." And I'll be like, "The hell, man?" And you'd be like, "Oh shit, I didn't know you actually read these, dude. My fault." I'm like, "Oh, you just want to be seen. That's okay, dude. You can just say hi."
You mean live on stream in front of my world?
Well, I was like, that's the thing. Yeah, it's one thing where you're like, ignore YouTube comments. Don't let them know you saw them or whatever the fuck. But it's another thing where it's like part of streaming is like responding to chat.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm looking, dude.
Yeah. What's the matter, man?
Nothing. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gauging.
Yeah.
I was gauging if you did or didn't.
No.
I didn't know
not
you
at
were
all.
this bummed.
Yeah, I'm pretty bummed.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I'd have known.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You want to get some Pokemon cards?
No. No, I'm okay.
What kind of cards would boost you?
It's the
What
pack.
kind of booster pack?
You want to get your pack boosted?
That's why they call them booster packs, because they boost your mood. You having a bad day?
No.
You open up a booster.
No,
Yeah.
they're actually called booster packs so YouTubers can buy out all the shit and open them emotionlessly on stream.
Yeah, I hate
That's why
that
they call
too.
them boosters.
You ever
Dude.
watch that, dude? It's
Nah.
the worst video.
It's crazy. It's just rich streamers who realize Pokemon's trendy now, so they spend like $1 million on original unopened sets.
Yeah.
And they just open them on stream and they pretend to get excited about it.
I used to see that. I never seen that with cards. I saw it when I was heavy in Overwatch, like, I don't know, 6 years ago. There'll be people doing that with loot boxes, like they buy the 100 loot box pack and throwing like an event and be like opening them all. And I've never watched the whole video, but it was still.
Wait,
like,
how does that work?
just you're like streaming. You hit the loot boxes, like like the day one on some event, like Chinese New Year, and just open them all and see what you get.
How many kids don't get Pokemon cards though because of that?
Oh, it probably doesn't affect it at all.
Yeah, everybody gets the same like.
Oh, you
everybody
guys are
feels the
making
same
making a gripe about the fact that kids can't get
It's like
Pokemon cards.
They just take them all.
Well, with the loot boxes,
I have no relationship to that world.
with the loot boxes, is there like was there a certain amount of like the rare shit that you could pull?
There's still like there's like everything had like a small percent. I don't know what the percent was, but of like a legendary skin, like the skins in Overwatch. I don't know if they do it in any other games that you play.
The Pokemon card shit's fucking crazy because they apparently were installing these like Pokemon card vending machines. Yeah. And these like scalpers would just show up and just buy the entire vending machine.
Yeah.
And just box out people with actual kids.
Yeah.
I remember I wanted to get into the Pokemon shit because the reselling shit looked fun. And then I realized it's like the reselling market is literally like, it's mainly resellers reselling to each other, and then a handful of super duper rich guys getting like the $10, $100 million cards.
Andy Reese is money laundering.
Yeah.
It's actually just money laundering.
So much of that stuff is money laundering too. Yeah. What the fuck was the other thing I was just watching that was obviously money laundering? I know when the NFTs dropped, they were definitely money laundering.
Yeah, anything digital right now is a method of money laundering. Really, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember the digital thing I just watched.
Like the NFT or like the video?
I can't remember. I know. Fuck, I don't know. I know it was like I was watching a thing on about. I can't remember. Sorry, dude. I'm a fucking pothead now. I can't remember nothing.
Dude, Andy's been smoking with us, dude.
You been smoking,
brother? I've taken about 6 hits in the past week. I'm kind of a stoner now.
What made you start smoking?
Immense stress.
That'll do it.
Yeah. And I was like, well, it was the immense stress mixed with the fact that I'm like the fattest I've ever been. And I was like, I can't just keep light beering these problems.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what if I smoked a little bit of weed?
Alcohol is nice. It doesn't do what beers do for you though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like beers will make you want to be somewhere and want to have fun. I feel like weed kind of can make you, especially if it's all you're doing, make you want to be somewhere alone and quiet.
Oh, that happened last night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Andy
I took one hit.
Like, I think I'm gonna go home.
He took one hit. We're like, I'm so high, I gotta leave.
No. I was like, what the fuck was in this, LeMaire? I'm just grabbing LeMaire, going, you fucking laced it.
You got me wet.
That was a Texas indica, so I didn't think it'd be like that strong. It wasn't like hard for me, but then when I saw you take a hit, I was like, oh yeah, fuck.
No, my
Andy's
fault.
gonna want to hit this couch.
My fault was I had a bad thought right before I hit it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like, because when I smoked weed the other night, like I just had a lot of like noise around me, and I was like, I just want to put that to the side. And we were hanging out for Sean's birthday. I was like, I want to put that aside and have fun. So I took a hit. All that went to the side. I had a lovely time. Last night I had a really bad thought, and then immediately took a decent hit.
Yeah.
And then the thought was like, I'm still here, dickhead.
I'm still here. You're gonna think about it more in more detail. You're gonna listen to me with a microscope now, or what's the thing that doctors use?
Stethoscope. I'm gonna be right in your ear like Bluetooth.
Call me Jabber.
So I was thinking that. I literally drove home with no music on.
Damn, really?
Damn.
Damn, dude. No more indica for you.
Yeah.
And indica's the one that's supposed to definitely not do that. Like sativa's the one that sends you, like it gets you thoughty and in your head. Indica's supposed to kind of shut that shit down.
I got home and I got on the couch and I put on movies I liked. And I got in like a really great headspace.
Yeah.
Until fucking I look over and I'm like putting on like, yeah, this is an old movie that I fucking love.
Yeah.
And I'm looking over and I see Steph being like, this is retarded.
What movie was it?
It was Mallrats.
Okay.
And I gotta be honest, if you're not like I'm locked in on Kevin Smith. I was like obsessed with Kevin Smith when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I could see not being into Kevin Smith. You're like, this is bad.
Yeah.
Hey, I just when I was younger, I was like, oh, all of his movies are great. And then the older I got, I was like, oh no, it can be a somewhat of an acquired taste because of like his sense of humor. And especially we were watching I put on Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah.
And I was like, the first half of that movie is actually not good. And that's what I realized as an adult. The first half of Jay and Silent Bob is not good. But like once it starts getting cooking, like Will Ferrell shows up, he starts hitting you with all these like cameos. Second half of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back fucking rips.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I was getting devastated.
That's white culture. I don't get it either.
I've seen Jay and Silent Bob. I remember liking it. I just don't remember being like this shit. I remember being like, this is funny. I think I watched Dogma like a couple times.
Is Chris Rock in Dogma?
Chris Rock's in Dogma. He plays what does he play? I
think he's like an angel or a devil.
Something like that.
He's one or the two of them, I think.
Now,
or
Kevin,
like death or something. He's some spiritual thing. He's not like a person in it.
Yeah.
He's an apostle.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then Selma Hayek?
She's the muse.
Yeah, she's the muse. You get to see her strip a little bit. I don't think she actually whips out titties or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Kevin Smith spoke to me when I was.
Here comes a paragraph.
He did load up. Like it wasn't even mid sentence. It was, let me get this all in before I fire off.
I don't even know I'm doing it anymore.
you loaded a
the
grenade.
fuck are you guys laughing at? I don't know. I don't even know I'm doing it.
That one was funny because it was like a new. It was like you invented a new one.
Yeah.
Usually they're mid sentence, and you're like, so I needed to do. But that one was all right. I got a lot to say.
I'm about to dissect how I feel about Kevin Smith.
He turned into what's his name?
The Walrus isn't that bad. No.
What's the
It's actually called Tusk.
What's the main dude from Fantastic Four?
It's actually called Tusk. What were you saying?
What's the main dude from Fantastic Four? Not Johnny.
Thing?
Not the
Mr.
thing.
Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
He get big.
Oh.
He blew up. You expanded.
I'd be more angry if these jokes weren't spot on. I was about to hit you with a paragraph about why I love Kevin Smith.
Andy's definitely a pothead now.
Yeah.
Oh, just on the Kevin Smith dog.
I'll tell you why it's good.
The OG stoner movies.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is that what you said? You smoked weed and went home and watched stoner movies?
Well, I was in a bad headspace, and I went home, and I mean, they are technically stoner movies, but I watched them because they were like, they just reminded me of simpler times.
What's not simple now?
I mean, I'm not everything. Everything's complicated. You're an adult. You want to.
Oh, you mean like adult times,
Just
not
adult
just.
time.
I thought you meant like okay.
You know, like you remember, like in like, I don't know how it was for you guys, but like, or just in general, the type of chilling you're doing in high school. There's like a level of carefree compared to like once you get out of high school and you have it. It's like once you start like paying rent, or you have like or you accrue debt, or you have like a regular thing. It's like. That's why I like watching the old shit, because it reminds me of high school at that time where you're like, oh, chilling was just different.
Sounds like you're avoiding your problems. I do agree with you.
Oh, 100%.
Because
That's why I got in the car, because the problem was at the creek and I was running from it.
I feel that wholeheartedly on the adult side, because I do remember like chilling where you're just it's like I'm home from school, I'm turning on the game, I'm just going to game and not feel nothing about it. Like I'll have a day where that's considered like a day off or whatever now, like no no shows, nowhere to be, no podcast, and that's just like, all right, I'm not even gonna go drink, and then I stay home, and the whole night is not chill. It's just like, it's like I should be somewhere doing something.
Yeah,
I feel like I should be somewhere doing something, and in my mind it's like, but my body also does need like to chill, but then but I never feel like I chill. Even when I chill, I'm like,
I feel that
I'm doing this shit. I should be somewhere else.
But that's why I grabbed something from like high school, because when you're in high school, you're just chilling.
What you looking for?
Unk juice. Where's the unk juice? Oh, okay.
Okay. Still
You
in
were
the
just
secret
making
spot.
sure no one fucking disrespected us.
It'll be here for the page. I was running a little late. Sorry, guys.
If
it's no pressure, man.
if the unk juice went missing, I think I would destroy everything in the studio. I think I would full spaz.
Unk would get juiced. Yeah, no, that's what I was doing last night. The problem popped into my head, and I go, I don't want to deal with this right now.
Is it a problem you want to talk about, or also a no talk about problem?
No, it's just like a boring, stressful, whatever thing. It's
Gotcha.
not fun. It's not funny for the podcast.
Got you.
It's not even that big of a deal. It's just not entertaining.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. But yeah,
Andy did really good on the fucking Good Sessions.
Oh, thank you. That's
Andy
what I
killed
wanted
on
to
Good
tell
Sessions.
you.
What is Good Sessions?
The show you met Pharaoh on.
Oh, I forgot the
Ruby
name.
show.
I forgot the name. I forgot the name of that show.
Oh yeah, Ruby was tossed on Saturday. You missed it, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she came in
Bouncing, dude.
She came in bouncing.
What is titties?
It was funny. I was like, Ruby, I've known you for 10 years, and them things never did that before. You got to stop. They're new. You got new things.
We're Stop lying to us.
We were like, you bought titties. She's like, no, I got fat.
Then there's this Asian lady who like pulled out her titties.
Dude, it
next
was
to Ruby.
crazy. Ruby's bouncing.
Yeah.
And then another lady, because Ruby's part Asian.
She's Pakistan.
Whatever.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Because when she was bouncing.
I think you mean Indian.
You're right.
I'm picking a side on that war. All right, go ahead.
But so hers were bouncing, and then this Asian girl in a red dress saw them bouncing, and then she's like, mine also be bouncing sometimes. And they were like, we have a lot to talk about. So they were like,
It's a big day.
yeah, and then just like in the middle of sitting there, she was like, they were like having like bouncing titty discourse, and just out of nowhere, she just kind of like grabs her titty and half still has her hand over it, but like half pulls it out of her shirt. Yeah. And then she's just like, yeah. And then like, and I'm just sitting there like, what's happening right now? And then she like just kind of haphazardly throws it back in, half areola just sitting out. And I was just like, this is a pretty cool conversation.
Shower Creek.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome.
So they were having a big POC titty convo.
Why are you wrestling Kyle? I saw you and Kyle wrestling on Gardini Story.
Oh, because he can't beat me.
And you just, is that what you started? It looked like you started it, Kyle. From the short video, it looked like Kyle was like, I'm just trying to chill.
Is this still
and you
on
were
a
like,
story?
No, this was like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, Kyle does jiu-jitsu, and I was like, dude, you can't beat me.
Yeah.
Did he beat you?
No, we haven't done it.
No, it looked like LeMaire was squeezing Kyle, and Kyle was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
And everybody eventually was like, LeMaire, stop.
No. I was like, dude, I can do this for 2 minutes, dude. He was like, I can tap you out in 2 minutes. I was like, no, you won't. Yeah. All I got to do is this for 2 minutes, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, you just had him.
Yeah, I was just squeezing him.
Was he kind of like, when you were saying that, was he just kind of like rolling his eyes like, I can get out of this easy?
He was trying at first. He tried because I had both his arms at first. Then he got one out, and he was like, what are we even doing? Because he couldn't get out.
No, man. He just didn't want to hurt you too bad.
I also know where y'all were, so I've been my mom. You were at Shaw, so I'm assuming that was at 3 a.m. at the earliest.
Yeah, we're having a hoot.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I get be at 3 a.m. and being like, I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting right now.
3 in the morning is the best time to fight.
3 in the morning is not the worst time to fight.
I just can also somebody, you get right in the hospital. You get right in, you get right out.
Yeah, I gotta say, 3 a.m. at Sean's garage is a great place to get me to start fighting. You're gonna do it anywhere?
Yeah. Nah, I'm just feeling rowdy.
Yeah. I get that.
Been on a hootenanny.
It depends on the type of drunk you get.
Yeah.
You can get like a rowdy drunk. That's why I had to pull back from mixed drinks and like liquor and stuff when I was younger. Because the more liquor I would get into me, the more like rowdy I would get. And I'd just be like, actually, I was doing the same. I would do that in college all the time. I'd drink a bunch of like liquor and stuff, and I'd be challenging my friends to fights in the living room or kitchen of places.
Come on, dude, let's jiu-jitsu right now. Let's do a roll.
No, I'd be doing WWE. I literally I remember the one time I like pushed my buddies like all the shit aside, and then so we could WWE, and I'm like standing on his table like, dude, get over here. I'm on the turnbuckle. Like I have to hit you with it. Oh, did you see the fucking fight video where it was like a big brawl? It was like a 5-on-5 brawl, and a kid in the middle of it just hits a fucking Macho Man elbow drop.
No. Oh yeah.
Dude, he like stood up
like
on the
college
table
kids.
and he like jumped up and legit was just like. It was fucking sick,
like,
dude.
Get down!
It was sick.
Oh no.
Yeah, the Macho Man.
It was
in
search a diner.
No, it was like a bar, I think.
Yeah.
Or was it a diner?
It kind of looked like a diner.
Oh,
Or a
okay.
bar.
Was this like a new video going on? Or
Elbow drop. You don't have to put Macho Man in there. I
Yeah,
think
Macho Man will probably keep
it was
from-
on Twitter, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
That's
want to
the
say I
Twitter
saw
video.
it on one of those like side barstool accounts.
Yeah.
Oh, this was like a current fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I did
don't
a
think
phone.
we're
I
gonna
did a
find it.
disappearing phone day. I went the reels. I think I was sending them. I was sending them to y'all.
Yeah.
And I was sending reels, and then I felt the phone taking me, and I started looking at a bunch of dumb shit that I didn't need to, and I was like, I need to. I was in the trance. I had to turn on Do Not Disturb and leave my phone away from me.
Did I get that?
Yeah.
That happens to me so often. It makes all my shits 20 minutes longer.
Yeah. Yeah, and it'll be just and like I'll open Reddit and it'll just be it's chaos.
Yeah.
I try not to open Twitter anymore. It's just racism.
Yeah, Twitter's rough right now.
Twitter's
I had a pretty good one.
What was your good
Oh, you
one?
can still have good tweets. I just mean like I
Yeah. It can't
No,
be
it
that.
is.
What was your good one though?
I just,
Oh, was it the hot dogs?
Yeah, boy, my mouth guard, hot dog one.
Oh, yeah, dude. You
Someone
could've-
accused you of stolen valor.
What do you mean?
Someone said you stole a picture.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I heard him and Pete explain the story.
That's what I did. I there was one thing I didn't believe. I didn't believe that. I didn't believe that when I saw it. I was like, no, that's definitely LeMaire boiling his.
Well, when you guys told me the story, I was like, that's where such a good joke comes from. Where you guys were literally just like boiling. Did you say Pete was boiling hot dogs?
No, I was boiling hot dogs.
And then one of you was like, yo, put the mouthpiece in there.
Because like, all right, I was boiling water before, but I didn't do it right.
Yeah.
And then I already put the hot dogs in there. I was boiling water so I can get it's a sleeping mouth guard.
Yeah.
Because I grind my teeth.
The push your jaw out?
No, I grind my teeth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like I didn't realize how much I grind my teeth. Like, but when I wake up and I
Bro,
take
you
the mouth
grind
guard
them
out,
flat.
Bro, all of them are half the size. Where do you think they went?
I take the mouth guard out, dude. And it feels like I'm pushing them like up. It fucking hurts.
Yeah.
With the mouth guard in?
Yeah, because I'm just like,
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't like that sound.
Immense stress.
yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know why I'm so stressed out, but whatever.
The Panty Boys are tense this week. You're biting through your mouth guard.
I'm
a dope head.
Stay off the drugs, Andy.
Dude, we're just having a walk hard scene. You don't want none of this, Andy.
Yeah, it turns all your bad times into good times.
And I was like, I think I might like that, LeMaire.
Yeah, I tried to boil the mouth guard correctly the first time. I didn't
How do you
do
boil
it
it wrong?
I didn't have
You drank
it
the
in.
water.
It wasn't in there long enough.
You said what?
It wasn't in there long enough.
So like what was it, like still kind of like mouth gunk on it when you pulled it out or some
The
shit?
mouth guard, it was still like it just wasn't conforming.
It wasn't soft enough.
it's a new one. And you
Yeah.
had to like get it. I see what you're. I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
It's so funny you bought an expensive new mouth guard. I don't know how much they cost.
$30.
Yeah, I
No,
have
you
no
get some
idea.
cheap ones.
But then you just fucking like throw it in hot dog water. I need this thing to taste like hot dogs while I dream.
Come on, man.
I need
Doesn't work.
glizzy dreams.
I gotta take the rest of this stuff. Yeah, there's the hot dogs happening. Then I thought it'd be funny to make a video of me pouring olive oil on it. Like, you guys don't know how to make good hot dogs. I did. I didn't post that because then I took the mouth guard out. And it was like hot. It was so hot when I was like, and then I because of the olive oil started like dry.
Oh, it still had olive oil. Like,
Oh, so you were still doing mouth guard and hot dog content at the same time? You're just filming both of those separately in the same pot?
Yeah.
That
I
rules.
threw up.
damn, Pete. I'm realizing having Pete in the house with you was gonna be perfect for LeMaire chaos. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Because no one else that you live with, I think, would be as willing a documentor. And Pete will be like, yes, this is hilarious. Give me the camera. You need a second angle.
He is actually perfect for you because he will co-sign everything you do, but he will keep you in check to keep you alive.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Well,
Or he'll die with you.
Or he'll. I've seen him pick up drugs off the floor, or he'll die with you.
dude, last night David pissed me off. You left before Netflix pissed everybody off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I also committed a taco heist.
Were y'all munchkin there last night?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it probably won't happen today if it's supposed to rain all
If it's
day.
raining like
Yeah.
this, yeah.
Which is nice. It says it stops in 15, but
It's supposed to go until 9.
Oh, beautiful.
Really?
That's what the weather app said.
The weather.
I feel like down here you don't get full day rain as often.
Oh, you weren't here for it. You
It
did.
gets it storms.
Yeah, it
this
storms
isn't even that
all
bad, dude.
day. You weren't here yet when
All day?
It's pretty loud.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I've only experienced whenever it rains, I feel like it comes in hard for a little bit and just bounces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. Recently was the first time in my memory being here there was like rain for a couple days straight.
Yeah.
You know, around this time, I think I had just been here. Where were we in now? About to be in May. We're in May. And you got here in June?
June, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like April to June. We didn't get as much last month as we did during last April, but
Yeah.
this shit was
wet.
nuts.
you were
It was like the sideways lightning and shit. It was like it wasn't like light storms. It was like, yo, we at war.
It was like fucking a guy was throwing lightning.
yeah. It felt like
Zeus was up
Zeus,
there.
yeah, just hurling them.
Be like, Zeus, who you beefing with? Chill.
Poseidon's bitch ass.
I'm trying to watch TV, Zeus. Come on, man.
Oh, all right.
Oh, but you're mad at
I
Dave.
gotta tell you about the
Taco
heist.
heist.
He fucking Dave was being a cunt because he said I was being like a piece of shit, and I see where he's coming from, but he's wrong. You know.
You know what? I like that coming from you.
Yeah. What? The honesty.
No, just the I see where he's coming from.
But he's wrong.
But he's fucking wrong.
That's growth.
That is growth.
Hell yeah.
That's why I like it. Oh, hey, man, it's as long as you're better than the guy you were yesterday.
We went to Rosita's, this taco place down on Riverside. It's pretty nice. They got a late night truck, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
We go.
Is that the one that's behind that bar that has like all the pool tables and shit?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just like right over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
to the left of Creek?
No, it's not even near Creek.
Okay.
It's-
My bad.
Yeah, it's down.
So that one
It's
over
near
there.
my house.
Okay.
Yeah, and me and Pete went. We scooted there from the creek, actually. Scooted there from the creek. Then we got some quesadillas.
You guys tossed scooting?
We ordered, huh?
You guys scooting tossed?
Scooting toss.
We're having a scoot, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, we're having a scoot.
No, I like to get the image. I like to imagine you and Pete fighting for your life.
Yeah, dude. We're on a bit of a bender. but yeah. Fuck it. We get to the quesadilla place, and then Rosita's. We get the Rositas. We make an order, and then we're waiting. And the lady goes, 23. She goes, 23. She goes, 23. And they're like, no, 23. I go, no. And then they named out a couple more numbers, and she did it again. 23, 23. More numbers. Then she went, 23, 23. And then she said our number. So I went up there. I was like, let me have 23. And they're like, what? And I put in a translate app. I was like, can I have 23? The question, how to say it in Spanish, I made sure I learned this. Puedo tener 23. And I showed it to him, and he was like, there was like 3 people back there. They're like, huh? They're like, do you have the ticket? And I said, no. And then the guy just was like, here. And he gave it to me, and then me and Pete scooted back home.
That rips. That's a heist.
That's a good heist, right?
That's a good taco heist.
And Dave saying, his point is, you're a piece of shit because of that person who didn't get their order. I'm like, no, they didn't show up.
I mean, you're not the best guy in the world.
Well, there's 15
but
minutes.
also-
There's 15 minutes between the 23 and our number's 37.
Oh,
There's
so
like time in between. That's what I'm
so
saying.
when they called it to the one, you were like, "Yo, let me have it."
Yeah, there was
It's 15 minutes.
Yeah.
that guy left.
Yeah. That guy got fucked.
That guy fucking vamanost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Dave
know.
was saying I was being a piece of shit and it's like amoral. Like, I don't know. I don't think it wasn't even
I don't
that
know.
crazy.
That
I
sounds
don't
like
think it's a great thing, but I'm not, you get in where you fit in.
Because you're a guy who like will love to find tacos on his doorstep.
I would love to find tacos on my doorstep. I'm not. Look,
I prefer it every
tacos
day.
you gotta throw away.
I don't feel any kind of differently about you for doing it. I do think I would have had a moral thing where I'm like, whatever. Maybe somebody in there will eat. I wouldn't have. My instinct isn't your instinct of being like, I'm gonna get these tacos, but survival, food, money.
They would make their own.
I also don't believe that Dave I think Dave's fat ass was more mad that you did it and got away with
That's
extra
what I was
tacos.
saying. That's what I was saying.
I
with
wouldn't have
Dave?
done it, but I don't think Dave's morality was what made him mad at you. I think it was him being like, "Fuck, I missed out on free tacos."
That's such a good point.
How big was the order?
It was actually like 18 tacos.
This nigga stole a family's dinner.
It was 12 tacos. It was 12 tacos.
I wonder if that taco truck is on Uber Eats.
Rosita's?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
no, I
it
don't
still
think
would be.
so.
It still would be different anyway. They get to
Yeah.
like tag the printout shit.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't matter.
How much was each taco?
I don't know. Like $3 to $4. Yeah. Some fucking
Got the
dumbass
bag.
guy. Yeah. Look, man.
I wonder if they. I mean, we'll never know. But it's all these fake scenarios we can create in their head of somebody coming up like taco for my family. 23
At 3 in the morning? Who's feeding their family at 3 in the morning?
You think it's not a whole family of Mexican people getting off a late night shift at 3 in the morning out there in Texas?
They got
It's definitely some 12-year-olds clocking out at 3.
They got off a late night shit of selling roses on the freeway. And they're like, Papa, we sold enough roses. Can we get the tacos?
You know, Italian Mexicans.
They're whatever.
Mango with tahini.
Please, I'm so hungry.
Please, oh, Mamma Mia, oh. I just want the
No
tacos.
say. No say comida.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, if you like want to sit down and think about it, you might be a bad person. But I just in the moment, you're like waiting there for 15 minutes. You're like, you know, you fucking pulled a heist.
That's a lick, dude.
That's the thing, dude. Everyone involved in the heist, they're not.
No one says hit a lick usually about good things though. It's always
not
crime.
true.
It's always
It's a
hit the
heist.
lick.
It's a heist.
Hit the lick is unless you're being like facetious, like it's hitting the lick is usually like I robbed somebody. I did some sort of
Nate,
crime. We scared
hey,
him.
I gotta be honest. I hit the lick, dude.
Bruh, you did hit the lick.
And also, I didn't rob him. I asked for it.
You did. You went through.
I did it. I went through Translate to
I mean,
make sure.
that was some mind games, dude. You fucking hit him with the Jedi mind trick. You're like, these are the tacos I'm looking for.
I didn't say that. They asked me, is this your order? And I said no every time. And no's the same in English and Spanish. And I know that.
Yeah.
That's true.
I will say though, 15 minutes is a while to not pick up. It's a taco cart.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was an online order, they would have waited till he popped in the window. You know what I mean? They wouldn't just be going 23, 23 or Viente Trace. They wouldn't be going 23, 23. So he ordered it there and left.
Yeah.
I think you know what I mean? I think that's your property now.
Hey, man, 9/10 of the law.
Hey, man, hitting the lick's always a morally gray area, and we can't really spend too much time worrying about that.
18 tacos at $4 a piece.
It was actually 12 tacos, I swear.
That's still almost small claims court.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's damn near
Can you
a felony.
imagine getting sent to the people's court for eating tacos?
You getting into yes, I could imagine that.
We got to go to Judge Joe Brown.
Yeah, dude. I can see you on a midday judge show being like, they were my tacos, Your Honor.
Look, Your Honor, I said it in English and Spanish.
I use the Google Translate, Your Honor. What kind of tacos were they?
I stole that from the mothership. Don't tell anybody. I gotta leave with something from that place.
It's a good lighter.
They're gonna fire me soon.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Unless you've been, what are you spasm?
No.
Then you're not gonna get fired.
Nah, they're gonna get rid of me.
I don't think so. You get more spots than a lot of people who are passed, but we also get less than a lot of people. I hear you. But I don't think you're getting fired. I don't think you're on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Okay. I just feel like you I feel like as your friend outside looking in, I kind of feel like you might be 10 steps away from being in self-destruct mode though. I've seen you hit self-destruct mode before.
I'm getting pretty close.
And as your friend, don't do it. Don't self-destruct. There's no reason to self-destruct.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get on board with that. As your other friend, don't do that.
I'm gonna Voltorb. There's nothing you can do about it.
That's a good joke.
Called the explosion.
Go Voltor.
Man, I was playing RimWorld. Oh, I figured out how to do multiple colonies in RimWorld now.
That is a thing you can do, right? Like,
Yeah.
like send, like travel, like make them go to a different square. And,
Yeah, and colonize.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Because you got to make sure the first one's like good for sure.
Yeah.
And then you got to go to the second one and start over. You know?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
That's kind of nice though to start over, like have that, because the
Yeah.
beginning is some of the best parts of that.
It
Like,
is the
it's
best
like
part of the game.
taking it from just wood shacks to
Yeah.
like now we got marble floors in this bitch. I was weak and bought a new game.
What'd you get?
I so far I love it.
Oh, no.
What do you think? What are you guessing? Because you're going to be wrong, but what are you guessing? You should have the same energy no matter what when I tell you what I say.
Obscura Expedition 33.
No, I did order that too, but I'm going to cancel it. I think I ordered that on Amazon because I wanted the physical instead of the digital, and because there's so few, like it's not supposed to show up until June.
Yeah, I think that game's fucking a plant. That game is Dochi. It's a plant. It's fake.
You think it's like they're just
It's a plan.
telling everybody?
Dude.
It looks like fun turn-based combat strategy, like
Yeah,
like,
man. But when does everybody play one game at the same time?
Here's another the reason why. This is the reason I hear that completely. Why I believe it that it might be is there hasn't been a lot since January. Like we're in May now, and like can you pull up AAA game releases so far of 2020? I don't know how you will of 2025 because there hasn't been a lot of like the biggest games this year, like Monster Hunter. That's probably the biggest selling game of the year.
Fatal Fury.
Fatal, yeah. Monster Hunter. Oh, Shadows was big.
Death Standing 2.
But that's that. None of
No, that
those
just got announced.
Yeah, those didn't come out though.
Death Standing 2 isn't. Yeah, it doesn't come out yet. And wait,
what's the
go down,
OG
go down.
part?
GTA 6 comes out next year.
Oh no,
Ghost of Yotel, Civ 7.
he typed OG
Kingdom Come
instead of
Deliverance.
of.
Yeah.
I think Shadows only. Just
Okay, but
Yeah.
that AI probably had a good
No,
one.
go to the second one. Go to the regular one.
Oh yeah, those are still saying
Yeah,
Death Stranding.
Devoted Studios.
Which are no, these are all announced.
Yeah, some
No,
of those
these
are
are
out.
out.
No,
Witcher
Witcher,
not for-
GTA,
they're not all
Elden Ring.
announced. Half are announced.
Only two.
I think the Elden
Only
Ring one just came out.
no,
you're thinking
It comes
Oblivion.
out soon though.
Yeah.
It comes out this month, but it didn't come out
One of the
unless
guys
it came out today.
One of the guys I was watching was playing it, I think.
There was betas.
Yeah.
There's been like 2 betas
Yeah.
for it, but it didn't. I want to get that, but I don't know if it's a day one for me. Because
here we go.
Nothing like here we go. So these are the majors of January. None.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong HD remaster on Switch is bullshit.
That's not bullshit.
Oh
dude.
no.
Donkey Kong is beast, bro.
It's
You're
pretty good,
crazy.
okay, Nate? It's kind of fun.
But it's not like a major thing that people are going to be talking about unanimously.
I just
Did you
talked
see
to
Donkey Kong
Yeah, true.
Bonanza?
Oh yeah, the
People are hype
Bonanza.
about Donkey Kong.
No,
Well,
this
no,
is
that one has people fired up.
It's so funny you say that because literally right after we finished recording No More Heroes,
Yeah.
Pat talked Donkey Kong for half an hour.
Lots of people were talking about it, okay?
My bad.
There's a lot of people going on about Donkey Kong, Nate, actually. And,
Pat doesn't even talk games, dude.
Yeah.
also,
true.
there's a lot of buzz around Mario Kart 8, apparently.
Maybe I'm just not tapped in.
Well,
The only big AAA game that besides Donkey Kong that was on January though.
Hello
looked
Kitty
like,
Island Adventure?
January is slow usually.
Looked like it. Yeah. Well, I think it had Monster Hunter.
It did no.
Or
yeah,
maybe
it
that
had
was
Monster.
February.
Monster Hunter was for it was to Japan because it didn't come out in America till like March, right?
No, it came out in at the latest February.
Yeah.
Was it
Well,
Atomic?
just scroll down, Pat, please.
That's a DLC that came
Atomic
out.
Heart?
Okay.
That says DLC though. That's not a new game.
What was
Yeah.
that?
It was like a Fallout kind of looking game, like a post-apocalyptic with like
Yeah.
robots and shit.
Yeah.
Kingdom Come was big in I think
Civ
February.
was big.
Civ?
Yeah,
Did the
Civ
new
7.
Civ come out?
Yeah, Avowed.
Are you sure Civ 7 came out?
Yeah, it's right
Oh
there.
yeah.
Avowed was big.
Avowed was kind of big, but I think it was like lackluster. Like as far as the way it was received review wise.
I keep hearing the opposite, like a dragon.
And Wild was February, Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
The pirate one wasn't like huge though. That's not the regular. That's like a spin-off joint.
Yeah. The question wasn't the reception. It was about the AAA game.
No, it was like a big one. Like that's what I was saying. Like, is there any big ones?
Split Fiction.
There was Split Fiction.
Punk.
Is I think pretty hype.
That one got popular. I saw.
Yeah.
I see those games all the time.
Rise of Ronin.
Yeah.
Oh, on
Split,
PC.
do you know the cool thing they did with Split Fiction?
32K.
If you
MLB
bought
The Show.
But none of those are all games that would come out. Like for the most part, they'd be around, but they're none of them.
But that doesn't make them not AAA.
No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is like big, like something that it gets everybody. There hasn't been anything like that really since like Monster Hunter, I think, or maybe the game I was telling you I got was like Kingdom Come. But
Deliverance.
There wasn't a lot of games this year that have had a big hype around it in general. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it was like Monster Hunter had a lot of press around it for a little bit. Kingdom Come did when it dropped, and both of those were like that's been like 2 months, or at least a month. It just hasn't been things that people were like, I love this. I think
didn't like encapsulate the whole
like the whole culture or whatever.
I think that's hard. That's going to be harder and harder as the years go on. Just with how everyone can sort of fine tune their lives.
Indiana Jones game. I heard that game's pretty good.
I heard a lot of people talking about that.
That's the PS5. It came out last year, like as a new release, like sometime in 2024. That's the PS5 release of it. Because it was like a timed Xbox exclusive for a little bit, or maybe Xbox and PC, like time Microsoft or whatever.
Well, that game, Claire Obscura, it's a plant game.
Everybody I know who's tried it says that, like, well, who do I know who's tried it? Oh, I think I talked to one person in person who said they tried it, and they were like, I think it was Brian Simpson.
What do you mean when you say it's a plant game?
It's like fucking like they give it out to streamers, and then they're like, you can only talk good about my game.
I don't know. It looks really good. The graphics look good. I can see why, especially if you grew up with. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't know. It's just like out of nowhere though.
They've been talking about that game for like I've seen previews for it.
Where?
Like IGN. My algorithm still shows me IGN and shit. So like I've seen IGN like this game's like previews. I've been seeing that for months.
Yeah.
Well, I hear where LeMaire's coming from. I don't know nothing about this game, but I hear where LeMaire's coming from because I've seen it with like music and shit. Where they use it a lot of time where the record labels will get these musicians on like Spotify playlists and stuff, and then they'll get people talking about it, and it creates like a fake buzz for it that a lot of people who weren't going to check it out because they see the fake buzz, they go along with it. So
it happens with games too.
I don't know if it's accurate with the game, but I know where LeMaire's coming from on that.
I've seen it with a bunch of like shit games. It'll be like those ones where it's like that. You ever seen the one where it's like a guy? His body's in a pot for some reason, and he's like using a pickaxe to climb.
It's like climbing high.
Oh, yeah.
Or when Goat. I mean, Goat Simulator is supposedly fun, but there's been games that just have boomed off of every streamer getting it and playing.
What was that climbing one that did that? It was like popular as fuck for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, where you're like chained together.
Yeah.
There's two of them then.
Yeah.
There was one where you're just like you look like Ness from fucking Smash Bros. And you're just climbing up this like crazy structure.
And if you fall, it's like you got to try it again. I would only be able to try that game one time. If I got halfway through and fell, I'm throwing it. Yep.
Yeah, I know that. Sometimes I get one of these. This is how I used to break controllers.
Just Lenny from Mice and Men.
You squeeze and twist. If you twist it, it like breaks it easy.
I do think that
makes sense.
They have a great marketing. They have great marketing for that game right now. But what I was gonna say about it is like I used to love JRPGs back in the day because the reason I fucked them is like my dad would only give me like one a quarter, like a new game, and I used to get shooters. Like I got like what's a Medal of Honor, and shit. I beat that shit in a day, or whatever, and then it's just you're kind of assed out.
Yeah, they just gotta shoot the CPU.
Yeah, and it's like and our JRPGs you could kind of.
Just replay.
Play them forever.
Not just play them forever because they don't have like they didn't have like New Game Plus back then, but it would still be like 60 hours worth of story to like get through to the end of it and shit.
Yeah.
That shit is appealing to that like old head. Like they still give you like they haven't had a world map on a game in forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not sure if that counts as a AAA game either. It might be a small studio. Yeah.
Look who released. Can you see I don't even know how to spell it, Pat. I'm sorry.
It's like CLAIR and then obscure, however you fuck you spell it.
But Expedition 33.
Yeah.
That's also a word.
Yeah.
It's no E at the end of the way they spell Claire. I know that much. It's because it's a French. I think it's a French saying. I think I heard for like a type of art or something. It's a French studio. Boo.
Boo, I agree.
French.
That should do it. If you just hit enter, I think it'll bring it up.
Kepler Interactive.
Oh, at the top. Yeah. There we go.
Kepler Interactive. Kepler Interactive has been around forever. Can you search Kepler Interactive? I think they made Gex the fucking Gecko.
I think they made that fucking gecko, dude.
I thought this was their first. I could be wrong, but I thought this was their first like game.
Nah, there's no way.
So this is the game you've been crushing?
No, I've been crushing. Well, I crushed yesterday. This game called Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which I'm kind of loving right now. I mean, this website's jank as shit. This does not seem like a major company.
This website's actually pretty fucking cool.
Oh, this website's all trendy and shit.
Yeah, it's futuristic.
Whoa.
Okay, there we go.
It's so artistic.
Yeah. But none of these.
Ooh, it's almost making me forget
Flintlock.
it's French.
That T'Challa game, that's a game. They made that for Microsoft. Sifu,
Sifu. Did they make Sifu? Nice.
it's in their games.
Yeah. Sifu's the shit. But yeah, so I don't think they're a triple. But all of these are considered like indies, I think.
Only because, I think they're AAA games now.
I think what qualifies as a AAA game? I actually don't know.
The budget.
Yeah, I don't think I know Claire Obscure is known for having a 30-person team.
I don't think the team matters. I think it's the budget.
I think I think that comes with more people though. You know what I mean? When you have a 30-person team.
I thought, sorry, it says AAA. I was like, whoa, we're talking quadruple A. I was like, what the fuck is that even?
Just a new dimension.
Like, all right, so they put the game into your mind. AAA game is characterized by high production value, significant marketing, and large development budgets, typically produced by major publishers.
Okay, yeah. So I think this is technically a double because it's not a major publisher.
So it's okay.
But
AAA doesn't exist anymore. Publishing games doesn't exist anymore.
it exists,
Not
but
really.
it's dying.
You deploy a platform and then you have people drop shit on your shit for a while.
That's still a AAA game. Like
It's just TV.
Wait. Say that again?
Well, you deploy a platform and you have people come build shit on your platform for you.
Is that
that's how it's always been.
Is that-
Plus
do you
your
mean
own
that's
studios.
It's not what it's like.
Is that how everyone uses like Unreal Engine and then just make a game off of that?
Yeah. Then you just send it to Steam.
Dude, I felt that when I was watching new shit for the.
I don't agree
Fortnite's
that
doing.
that's how it's going.
Fortnite's doing Star Wars.
It's already there.
There's less. There's still plenty of AAA games. There's
You were just complaining that there's no AAA games.
there's still there hasn't been big ones. Assassin's Creed is a AAA game. It just didn't. Everybody wasn't like this is the fucking best thing. Monster Hunter is a AAA game. You know, there's been a few this year. I mean, honestly, every single sports game that drops, like WWE, is a AAA game. They come out constantly. They're just not as like.
But weren't you just saying like? What were you
No, I was saying there wasn't one that hit the culture and everybody was like, "We love this." There hasn't been a lot of them in a couple months, or mostly this year. There was Monster Hunter, Kingdom Come.
What
I wasn't
about
saying-
Marvel Rivals?
That was last year, I think.
It was like
or the
December,
very
though.
yeah. But I still think that's a big one. But that's a AAA game, but it's not a AAA single player game. But it is a AAA game.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys this? How much does what streamers are playing affect the game market?
It's probably huge, but I don't know that it's necessarily.
Think it's the majority or
probably big.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I asked that because I see a lot of streamers they'll hop on trends where. So a lot of indie games. Like, did you see that one Schedule 1 came out?
Yeah.
I saw a fuck ton of streamers hop on that. I know they always go for, like, the random horror game. Because that, like, makes good clips of, like, a fucking dude like me just being like, all right, I'm so... Ah! Just, like, spazzing out.
Yeah. I hate when I see that shit because no one plays games like that by themselves. There's so much, like... performative bullshit like or I hate that thing where someone's seen the clip that they're about to make before or they know the part of the game.
And they like fall into the character of that clip.
Yeah. They're like, oh, what's happening to Joel? What It's like, bitch, this game's been out for 3 years. Like,
This is me playing a horror game. I just go.
Yeah.
I hope my girl wasn't looking. Time. I remember I was a bitch where when I first started streaming, I'd play a horror game and I'd be like, I'll turn the lights off to make it scary, and then I start playing it. I'll be like, I'm actually scared. We're turning these lights back on.
Yeah, jump scares. Games definitely make me more tense than movies. Like a good horror game will hit me like way more than a good like horror movie.
Because I've only played a couple, but I've noticed one thing they do really well is when you get closer to the thing, the music changes.
And it gets like a little louder.
And then you go back and it stops. And then you're like, well, clearly that room's gonna be scary. Clearly that's a scary room.
And then they do the thing where they try to like calm you down. You open the door and then it's like ding, like it gives you like a louder noise, but there's nothing in there.
And then you turn around.
And it's just a guy's like, I knew something was going on.
I fucking knew it.
You got me calm again. You built me up, calmed me down.
Dude, I knew I was a pussy for those horror games when I was watching one of those, like, I was watching a Resident Evil gameplay video, and there's some game where there's a giant baby chasing you through a house. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like watching this.
That was that
I don't remember if that was 7 or Village. I think it was one of the first person ones.
PK John.
It might have.
Remember that Guillermo del Toro thing where he was doing like a Silent Hill thing? I think it might have been that.
PT?
PT.
Yeah. Which I think ended up being Death Stranding. Because wasn't that supposed? Because what's his name in that? Daryl
Maritas. Yeah. But I thought it was supposed to be like a Silent Hill at first, but then they were like, "No, we're not. The world's not ready.
Yeah,
the world's not ready to bring back Pyramid Head."
Which is code word for development's going bad. We want a new direction.
It's not ready.
Yeah. We hate Guillermo.
Man, the biggest thing one of my biggest disappointments in gaming of the last like 5 years is no Last of Us 2 multiplayer. They started making it and I'm pretty sure they wanted to do some sort of like Fortnite or Apex, like that type of game, or a Warzone type shit, and they never figured it out. So because of that, they never even put multiplayer in Last of Us 2, and it would have been the gameplay for it is so good. It would have been way better than
because there was multiplayer in 1, right?
There was, and it was really good. Like,
you never put it in.
They took it out now. One.
Are the servers are down?
Well, I mean, I'm saying this.
Oh, when they did the part 1, yeah. I think if you're playing like the old remaster, the servers are still up, but they don't have it for like the part 1 thing.
I got it on a PC. Or I got it on PS3.
Yeah.
I actually bought the disc.
Yeah.
I would have tried it. I remember playing the multiplayer. It was fun as hell.
It was. I think we played it together a couple of times. Yeah.
Smell some bombs.
Yeah. Molotovs. Like you're just hiding behind a wall. You see somebody coming around the corner. When you get the you find the club and you get the nail in it. Someone tries to run up on you. Like you don't even know.
Dumbass.
One shot them. Yeah. It used to be. Yeah, so they instead of putting in just a regular PvP, I think it was like teams of 4v4 or 5v5, and they were trying to do that money marketing, like that money scheme that all games do now, and it just died. And so because of that, we never got Last of Us multiplayer. Makes me so sad. Makes me so bummed.
Did you see Seth Rogen got in Call of Duty?
No.
It makes me laugh because his thing right now is the show Studio, which is amazing, but it's so funny to get in Call of Duty to promote Studio on Apple Plus.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's like, well, how, because I was thinking about this because I saw this clip, this was months ago, of Jelly Roll's like nephew or son or something. I don't know. It was like a kid with Jelly Roll and Snoop, and he was meeting Snoop, and the kid was so excited to meet Snoop, but he didn't know shit about Snoop other than like...
Snoop's a guy in shit.
Friends with Martha Stewart.
No, he knew him from, he's like, that's the Fortnite character. He knew him as a Fortnite thing. And like, that was like such a shock to me. I was like, oh yeah, like he's not even, like that's all he knows him from. It's not anything else.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of fucking that. It's like the mindset of kids too. I saw there's this one streamer people always compare me to. He's this guy called Casio or I think it's like Queso, but it looks like Casio. And someone I was buying shit at HEB. Person putting my bags together was like, "You look like the streamer Casio." he's like, I love him because he's the least controversial streamer on the internet. And I was like, that's fascinating. That you're just like, that's who you're gonna watch.
Yeah.
Because I remember, what are you looking at me? Why are you laughing at me?
I was looking at Pat. You don't smell it smells like
It's something.
it smells like school spaghetti.
It's like soup.
Something,
you're
a weird
right.
smell did just
It
come out of
smells
nowhere.
Yeah, what the
good,
fuck
dude.
is that?
Oh
We
my
should start
God.
spazzing.
We should start floating. It's food, I bet. It smells like food.
It does.
The Mexican food truck just crashed out front.
We gotta get eyes on it.
Somebody get eyes on the
We
food
might
truck.
have to save him.
No, not the mommies.
No, it's a new taco heist. I'm not saving nobody. I'm pocketing
This
them.
time we're leaving with ingredients.
LeMaire realizes he's late to the heist. He's like, oh shit, I told him to crash the taco truck.
Can I plug the show before we go? You guys, please come to Coastal Creative in on Friday and Saturday in St. Pete. It's going to be me and Pat.
Hell yeah.
Come through.
This Friday and Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
If you're listening to this episode, this Friday is my show, and Saturday I'm co-headlining with John Rudnitsky from formerly of SNL.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sick.
Fuck yeah.
yeah,
Show
that's
up.
okay. Come to the Friday show.
Yeah.
I have shows. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. I have shows.
Also, no.
You said you were done. I have shows. You guys, I told you about, but I just want to remind people: Big Red in the Morning. Come hang out with me. Big Red in the Morning.
Dude, it's going crazy. On
It's
the
fun
fucking
over on Big Red in the Morning. I gotta calm.
what?
Big Red in the Morning's going crazy on Panties.
Dude, it's crazy. I let everyone in, but I gotta calm some people down sometimes.
Why?
Sometimes people just get you pick a certain story, and guys are just ready to hit you with their manifesto, and I go. It's funny too, because like people then call you a pussy, and it's like, no, you're just being a lot. Like imagine if we were in the bar and you just ran into the bar and started shouting out crime statistics. You'd be like, this bar sucks ass.
Oh, they're being racist on the
A little bit
Panties
everything,
channel.
but yeah.
Damn. That makes sense.
Crime statistics. Wait, never mind.
Wait, Big Red in the Morning.
This is a thing. I actually been working on a new white people theory. This ties into it because it feels like white people are, especially online, way more racist than they've been. But my Twitter algorithm shows me what black people see of white people tripping, and it shows me what white people see of black people tripping. And like y'all, it's pumping crazy shit at y'all. It's pumping like just young dudes hitting old ladies and shit like that at y'all. And I was realizing y'all are seeing more black, because of the way it's being pumped at y'all on Twitter, and it seems intentional. The way it's pumping black people being crazy at y'all on Twitter, y'all are seeing more black people committing crimes than any black people will see in their whole lives in person living around black people. Like, and crazier shit than, like, people I know who like will live in the hood have not seen as much fucked up shit as being pumped at y'all. And so y'all are seeing that. It's even worse than when the news used to just show black people on TV getting this and this like done to them. It's just like you know, it's just a bunch, like, and it's non-stop of like, and when I see it, I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. If I saw 10 of these in a day, which Twitter does to or more to white people, it's like I would think black people are like crazy too, but literally there's nobody, unless maybe somebody who lives in like actual like the west side of Chicago sees this crazy shit you're seeing. But even then, it's just black people it's happening to. It's not all these like black assaults on white people that you're seeing. Yeah. And I think y'all are seeing more black crime than black people see. And like that will make you think a thing about people.
The chick is up. We commit all those crimes all the time.
No, I'm saying you.
They'll see a bunch of videos, but like, we do it every day. And by we, I mean us. Actually, us.
Just me and you.
Yeah, dude, the chick is up. They found out.
No, that's the thing about statistics is like, you know, if you put them in the right way, you don't realize it's just Nate and LeMaire. They're doing all the black crimes.
I wasn't ready to give up the heist yet. You already told him. You already gave a code name Taco Heist. I should have known you were ready to fold.
You already gave up Viente Trace.
LeMaire's been fucking compromised. We got it.
Operation Viente Trace.
Operation
Nate,
Taco
no,
Heist.
don't talk to the council.
No. LeMaire's he's fucking telling on us.
Guys,
abort.
Nate, don't talk about the Black Illuminati.
Guys, they found out. They don't think it's Chicago anymore. They know it's us.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's pumping crazy online.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real crazy.
You can I think the people getting the most worked up are the ones that don't actually like live around anyone who's not their race.
I want to say yeah, but I'm also I think it's changing.
Can I ask you this?
I think black people are getting hit with it too. Like, think about like Charleston White, you know?
Well, Charleston White's just a common sense nigga. I feel like there's sometimes you see shit like he's like a base level common sense nigga. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Some people act like Charleston White might be the smartest dude on the planet, and it's like that. Like that's actually retarded.
Yeah.
But like he will say some shit that's like common sense.
Yeah.
And it's just like if you just are a thinking.
Wash your ass.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, you got caught up by the white devil.
I'm not snitching for I'm not going to jail for no crime I didn't do. Like, I mean, Bernie Mac said that a long time ago, and everybody act like that's some new shit. But
well, I'm curious about this. Do you see? Because like from my perspective, I see all the crazy shit online, and then when I go about my day, I don't personally experience it seeping into real life. Do you ever feel like it seeps into real life?
I notice it on stage here.
When with the jokes people telling,
or not? No, not comics. The reaction.
Oh, the
to
audience reaction. Yeah,
I notice. I don't know if this is. I don't notice it every. I mean, I've been here mostly doing stand up for most of the last year, besides like some weekends. But I do notice here, like it feels like white people get turned off if you start talking about white people on stage down here, and like you got to get them back before, like which is like in like a quick, like before I say anything, like I might not even be about to say something negative about white people. Yeah, it's almost like how like Brooklyn would get if you mention trans. Yeah, like they tense up, and then you gotta like no, I'm not about to be fucked up.
Yeah, you have to let them know you're not gonna be mean to them,
or not, or don't let them know and just hope that that joke works. Yeah, and that's kind of what if I'm gonna mention white people that I notice down here. I feel like I just gotta hope because like I see people adjusting the chair. I see like body language.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean I'm paying attention to all that shit.
Yeah,
and then you gotta like be like, no, I'm not obsessed with you guys. I just we live together, so I'm talking about you, the experience I've had around you, and it's. I don't know, and that's doing stand up for like 10 years now. It's like you can feel that switch from it being a thing to not being a thing.
No, I hear you.
But
butter on the joke.
I think
butter on the joke.
I think that's different because like out here they were like they're for some reason they think like the ideas of those things like liberal shit or whatever the ideas in New York or the East Coast stand for. They think it's like an assault on who they are.
You mean like the East Coast when they
out here, out here they think that type of shit is an assault. So like when when they're fucking going like they're like, all right, let me prepare to take this hit. Yeah, and it's like just fucking.
Yeah, just laugh.
Yeah. Be a person.
Yeah.
You love it when I talk about the Jews.
You love it when I talk about the Jews.
You love it when I say the N-word.
You love it when I call Kamala Indian.
Yeah. You fucking do a
and I like calling Kamala Indian, but
you do a backflip when I hit a freezer for no reason.
You love when Nigga Bucket James talks.
N-word Jim.
N-word Jim.